So many people nowadays chase comfort. So many people are unwilling to get uncomfortable. And so many people miss out on what's on the other side of that discomfort. When you get uncomfortable, you become happier. When you become uncomfortable, you grow. When you get uncomfortable, you learn. You become confident. And you become far more peaceful. Seems counterintuitive, but being uncomfortable is a good thing. It's a positive thing. Being uncomfortable really improves your life, even though it's uncomfortable. When you do things that make you uncomfortable, you have a higher energy. You're more like you portray a more positive energy. Just makes you happier. You have that spark, and you get a will to do things and a work ethic that you can really translate into other areas. If this is the first time you guys are watching me, my name is Sam Hardy. Getting comfortable with being uncomfortable could be the best decision you ever make in your life. When I was younger, like most people, I was definitely a comfort chaser. I used to have a messy room. I used to just play video games all the time. I used to listen to that voice in my head to give in, to relax more, because that's what I thought was going to bring me fulfillment, because that is what, in the moment, what felt right to do. It's what was calling me to do. And I think we can agree it's not an abnormal thing for anybody to chase or to be a quote unquote comfort chaser. Most people watch a ton of movies or shows or sleep in super late, have a messy room, don't ever really get out of their comfort zone unless they really have to. I can remember, so in COVID, when I had to do schoolwork online, I remember waking up at around probably 10 a.m. if I had to take a guess, because I didn't have to go to a physical building soon, or I didn't have to go anywhere. I remember waking up super late. Like I don't even know if I actually even brushed my teeth before. I would just hop on video games, hop out of my messy bed, get on the video games. Then whenever breakfast was ready, like my mom would calm me down, and I would go down, I would eat, and I would watch something while I ate. And then I remember having this dread of having to do work, because I was like, sooner or later, I'm going to have to get the work done. It has to be done today. But I did all this comfort before that, before the work. And I remember my mom telling me, all right, it's noon. You should really start to get your stuff done. And I was just so angry that I had to quit what I was doing. And when I look back on that, I can't even imagine why I would put myself through that. Yes, it is comfort, and untrained and uneducated, I guess, on it, you would think that's what is really, in the end, more comfortable. But chasing that comfort and being comfortable leads to discomfort. And I don't know why I would never put myself through that again. Now that I look back, that experience wasn't good. It was comfortable in the sense that in the moment I chose comfort, but it wasn't a comfortable experience, not at all. It was stressful. I felt messy. I felt like just kind of dirty. Like I felt like all over the place. It wasn't at all comfortable. Now I've come a long way on how I just operate through my life. And through years of nonlinear progress, I have two musts, or two things that I heavily recommend before anything else to do to really enjoy your life better by getting more uncomfortable. Gym and cold water. In the gym, you learn patience. You have to go through a lot of pain. If you actually want to grow, you got to train intensely. Delayed gratification. The gym is the epitome of delayed gratification. You can work so hard in one day and you won't see an ounce, even a fraction of improvement until way later. And like with both of these, it translates to become more tolerable. I think of it as tolerance, because when you have that will to do hard things and not it be like a super big dread, that's like a muscle that you build. It's like a skill that you can build. And the more you practice it, you get better at it. Quick plug, if you are interested in custom fitness coaching, custom diet coaching, and some mental skills to gain and maintain your progress. I'm going to leave a video in the description describing my coaching. If that sounds like something you're interested in, go check it out. My mic died in the middle of recording, but that's fine. Stuff like that happens. So we've just switched locations. Why not change up the scenery? But the second must, or the second thing I highly recommend that you guys do, is cold water. Cold water is absolutely terrifying. It is so uncomfortable. It is a true test of will and discipline. And cold water forces you to be calm. Once again, this is getting comfortable being uncomfortable. It's not just getting uncomfortable. We have to become comfortable getting uncomfortable. Part of that is keeping a positive, calm mindset through the discomfort. And in cold water, once you get in, you can't start freaking out. It makes it worse. Cold water forces you to really be calm and take a deep breath and to be able to kind of flow with that pain. I know I said two musts or two things I highly recommend, but I'm going to throw in a third bonus one, which is cleaning your room. Cleaning your room is tough because it's so easy. It's all it is just straight up discipline, just straight up not procrastinating, just getting it done. But there's really no like mission. Sometimes like going to the gym or the cold plunge, because it's difficult, it kind of makes it easier in a sense because it's like a mission. It's like something you must complete. It takes a little bit of time or so much energy. But cleaning your room is the opposite. It's so easy. All you have to do is just do it. There's nothing more than that. But it keeps you sharp. When you clean your room, it really does keep you sharp. I'm not going to give you an exact morning routine, but the morning routine blueprint that I use and I highly recommend that you guys use to start your day feeling good and to be productive is first thing you do, wake up. First thing that you do is clean your bed. The first thing that you do is clean your bed. It's like 2 minutes. Just make it nice and neat, clean it up. Right after that, brush your teeth and hop into a cold shower. You bang out 2 of these just right there, right in the morning. It makes you feel absolutely amazing. I've been doing this for about a year and a half now. Can't go a morning without my cold shower and cleaning my room a little bit. To this day, it's uncomfortable. And most of the time I don't want to do it. Most of the time I don't want to be uncomfortable, and I do it anyway, and I feel absolutely amazing. Those are the 3 main things that get you out of your comfort zone. Now what really matters is what I like to call the tolerance. The type of person you become, the type of energy you bring when you get comfortable being uncomfortable, doing difficult things, doing uncomfortable things. And people that do hard, uncomfortable things, they really do bring a special type of energy. Not as a judgment, but most people walk around kind of like a mess, like their brain is cluttered. They just feel cluttered. They feel frantic. They're not sharp. They're just kind of overall a little bit of a mess. Most people walk around stressed, not really clear on what direction they want their day to go in. And when you become the person that does these difficult, hard things, you have more of a sense of direction. You're sharper. You're a more positive person, much calmer and collected. Once you started your day or you go through your days doing these hard things, the average things, how could that even rattle you at all? And you have that discipline, like you're happy that you have that discipline. You become the person that you can trust. You gain confidence because you know that you're doing the hard things. But when I made this change, how I feel, I just feel so good. Just kind of just being. I feel good just living. And the last thing is to make sure that you are keeping calm while you're doing uncomfortable things. Keeping calm is like half of the point. I'm not trying to portray as a message to be really, really disciplined and really do all these really hard things, but to hate your life or to be anxious about it. You may be disciplined, but you're not enjoying your life and you're not calm over your life, or you may be arrogant and you may be pushing it on other people. The whole point, you're doing it for yourself, to be positive, to be calm while you're doing this. It really is just like an elegant thing. You just do it for yourself and you feel better doing it and your life improves doing it, but you're not doing it to prove it to anybody. It's like a project that you have to worry over. It's completely the opposite. You realize how truly powerful it is once you understand that and once you can really master that half of it as well. Progression is obviously not linear. It's never a straight line. True progression, you have regression and you have pauses and plateaus, but the trend goes up. But a part of this progression, obviously you'll fail at many things and you'll give in sometimes And do not let that disappoint you. But one thing I will tell you guys is that I still struggle with this, and anybody that is disciplined every once in a while will still struggle with this. But the comfort is always lying. That feeling, that voice in your brain, for not that you should always be uncomfortable, but what I mean by that is really logically think about it before you do it. If you get the urge to scroll on your phone, your brain may tell you that you need to do this for some reason, but really look into that. Like, why do I need to do that? And you realize most of the time that's how you figure out what's really necessary and what's not. So do not just give into that comfort, because that initial comfort is always lying. It's always going to tell you have to do it. It's always going to tell you it's better for you to do that. It's better to sleep in. It's better to go on the phone. It's better to eat the junk food. That comfort is always lying. And every once in a while, you will slip into that and fall for it. But just try to remember that is that the comfort is always lying. My friend, that is all I have for you guys today. Once again, if you're interested in my fitness coaching, I'll leave a link in the description showing a video about that. Besides that, that's all I have for you guys today. Subscribe, like, I would really appreciate that. And I'll see you guys in the next one.